You're Stronger Than Me, Leavin' on Your Mind, Crazy. These are just some of the hit songs that made Patsy Cline an icon in the world of country music before her tragic death. And now you get to hear some of those musical greats in Town Theater's rendition of Always Patsy Cline, which is on stage now. Shannon Scruggs is the executive director of Town Theater, and she is playing the role of Patsy Cline. Kathy Hartzog plays the role of Louise Seger. So Shannon, I begin with you. There was so much to the life of the singer-songwriter Patsy Cline. What does your play, Always Patsy Cline, focus on specifically?
Well, this show obviously focuses on Patsy's music, which was an immense library of songs, but it also focuses on a very special and unique friendship between Patsy Cline and Louise Seger, and how they stayed in touch and really became to mean a whole lot to each other. And that is just a theme of the show, is friendship and connection, and that's just certainly a timely message these days.
I think you two ladies look amazing. I love your costumes. And Kathy, explain to us the significant role that Louise Seger had played in Patsy Cline's life and Patsy's role in Louise's life.
Well, Louise discovered Patsy on the Arthur Godfrey Morning Show back in 1957. And she was so impressed with her voice, and she connected with her on an emotional level, and she spoke to her. And then for Patsy and Louise, their friendship, they were very much alike. They were housewives. They had 2 small children. They came from similar walks of life. And Patsy really didn't want to be rich. She just wanted to live good. And Louise could connect to that. And they had this wonderful friendship that lasted until she died.
Yeah, in a plane crash for our viewers who may not know. So Shannon, this performance has graced the stages of the Newberry Opera House, Bishopville Opera House, community theater venues in Dillon and Greenwood, a statewide convention, I guess, in Kiawah, and of course in Town Theater. So I'm sure you draw an older age group based on the time that Patsy was alive, but why is this a performance for younger audiences as well?
Well, Patsy Cline really is classic. You can hear her musical influence even in songs today. So the show is a good opportunity for people who don't know her music to learn and listen and get to know more about her. But again, back to the theme of friendship, it really is something that really transcends any age, and that's why it's a perfect show for anybody who wants to have a good 2 hours of great music and a lot of great comedic acting, and of course, just an afternoon of remembering Patsy Cline.
Yeah, it is some good music, whether you like country or not. It's just good music. So, Kathy, through the eyes of Louise, the role you play, what would you want audiences to know about Patsy?
That she was a down-home country girl that didn't even know what note she was singing or what key she was singing, but she just transcended country music on every level. She was above and beyond her time, I think, and because of her music, she connected to people, and that's the main thing. But the Louise friendship with Patsy was one of those special connections, and I think that if people come, they will absolutely see that friendship and how important those connections are even today. And you can relate to the music and the friendship even after all these many years later.
Yeah, she was only 30 when she died, so you just wonder what else she could have done in her career. Shannon and Kathy, we'd love for you to perform. Will you go ahead right now for our audience and sing one of your favorite songs or recite some of your favorite lines?
Sure. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn to me, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight out in the moonlight, just hoping you may be somewhere out walking after midnight, searching for me.
Kathy, that's amazing hearing Shannon like that. I love it. Let me hear something from you, Kathy.
All right. The first time I ever met Patsy Cline wasn't at the Grand Ole Opry. The first time I met Patsy Cline, she was in my living room and I was in the kitchen. That was back in January 1957. You see, I never was a big fan of the Arthur Godfrey morning show. How are ya? How are ya? How are ya? Yuck! But my kids, oh Lord, Don and David, they were 3 and 5, they were. Just about every morning, there they'd be, waiting for the Arthur Godfrey morning show.
You two ladies are amazing. Thank you so much. Shannon, it's so funny because I know you as the executive director of Town Theater. So to hear you sing with that amazing voice, it's really a treat. So it's neat to see you outside of just the executive director role. Here's the information for our viewers about Always Patsy Cline. It runs through Sunday, May 2nd. The shows this Thursday and Friday are at 7:30 p.m. with distance seating. The show Saturday at 7:30 p.m. is at full capacity. Sunday's matinee show is at 3 p.m. It is distance seating as well. Town Theater is located at 1012 Sumter Street in downtown Columbia. Shannon and Kathy break a leg. You ladies are amazing, and I know Always Patsy Cline is going to be a great success. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.